Welcome back to Coffee Breaks.
We're here. I hope you got your favorite cup of beverage.
I do.
I do. Here's to coffee at 7 at night.
You guys want to know what I'm drinking? People think I'm weird for this, but I use a Keurig and I get organic espresso. I do 12 ounces of that. And then I put it in the freezer and leave it there for about 2 hours. They get nice and chill, cold coffee. It's my cheater's way of doing cold brew.
I just have regular coffee. Mine's like maple pecan flavored. But I put so much vanilla creamer in it, you can't really taste whatever flavor the grounds are supposed to be.
Oh yeah, I don't put creamer or sugar in my coffee at all. I love it black.
That's such a like man thing, I feel like. Like, yeah, there's plenty of girls that do that too, but maybe because that was the only way my dad had coffee.
I don't know. I feel like the sweetener really ruins it. And I'm not a big person or advocate for organic stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But this organic espresso, I like it because it tastes like dirt. And I actually like that flavor.
Well, I mean, I'm not one to talk. I like the taste of just raw potatoes, which people say taste like dirt.
You ever eat an onion raw?
Yeah. Well, not like take a bite out of it like an apple, but like while chopping onions for dinner, I'll take a nibble every now and then.
Dip that in mustard. It's game over. I have an obsession with mustard. Okay, so last week was a little rough.
We're still figuring things out.
Oh my god, it took us an hour to even set this one up.
Yep. Hooray for computer problems.
Right? Oh my god.
Thanks,
Working
Apple.
with Macs. Well, that's what today should be all about.
Just why can't Apple make their products comprehensible, easy, regular? Why you gotta do everything like cutesy and weird and confusing? And it's not even like the same setup as your previous setup. Apple.
Yeah, I know my way around an iPhone, but around a Mac? I feel like even all those college courses we've taken, I still am not prepared for... Again, it took us an hour to get this microphone, a Yeti.
Yeah.
The most common and well-revered.
And we're recording on Audacity, the other, like, also incredibly common and used on all platforms. And, nope, the computer was like, I don't get it. I don't want to.
Obviously, the problem is Audacity, because it's free and it's cheap.
You can't say that about Audacity. Audacity's great. Audacity's a really good choice. You don't need expensive things to make stuff.
Okay, well, we're actually here not to talk about computers and programs.
That does sound like the most boring thing in the world.
Some people are into that,
Some people are, but like, not today.
If I need a gaming computer, I guess. Okay, so last week we talked about a few things that I wanted to bring up again, give updates on, basically.
Okay.
We saw Shang-Chi.
We did.
I hope I'm saying that right. Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi?
Yeah.
I think that's how... Like, I feel like even if I was 100% confident in how I was pronouncing it, I would still know I'm not really saying it right.
Remember his name? His fake name was Sean?
Yeah, so it's just...
that was the joke?
Yeah,
Sean, Shang.
Sean. Yep.
Anyways, fun movie.
Very fun.
Not the best.
Like, I'm glad it broke box office records and whatever.
Yep, it did.
But as far as, like, it's just, like, when people talk about superhero movies, that was, like, the example of just a superhero movie.
It was. They threw a lot of last-minute stuff in there.
Mm-hmm.
Or you're just like, I gotta go with the punches.
Yeah. No spoilers, just in case.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna spoil anything. If you haven't seen it, go check it out.
It is fun. Like,
yeah.
It's fun. It's a fun one.
God, I feel like that movie was 2 hours long, but...
I feel like it was longer.
It's
been so long since, like, going to a theater that I'm, like, so used to pausing to go pee or get more snacks or another drink or whatever.
I have no subtitles. I'm a huge subtitle fan.
Like,
I can't watch without them.
Everyone should be watching with subtitles.
Unless it's live. I can't stand that.
Then it never works right.
They're never in sync.
No. So it's like 2 minutes behind.
Oh, God, yeah. They're still running during the commercials.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways. The movie's doing great over here in America,
Yeah.
and I think it's over in Europe. But it will probably not be released in China due to the lead actor, Simu Liu.
Mm-hmm.
His parents are from China, and they left China because it was so bad.
And he's been kind of
And he was
vocal.
born in Canada.
Yeah.
He's a Canadian Chinese actor.
Mm-hmm.
And he spoke up about the way his parents viewed China and why they left. And, he slammed it, calling it a third world country.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
this is through the eyes of his parents. This is what he's taught. And the Chinese government, of course, does not like anything slanderous towards its honorary title of China.
Yeah.
And, it might not be there.
But honestly, I kind of want to see Hollywood make movies not with the intention of it being a hit in China.
It's a relatively new thing.
I guess, but it's been for like the whole of our lives, where the
Yeah.
blockbusters go over to China. It's kind of refreshing seeing something that wasn't made just to become a hit overseas. Because I feel like so many movies get hindered, like on a creativity level, because they're trying to market it for overseas audiences. Because I know they get a lot of numbers that way.
I can think of a few examples, but I guess one I would like to point out is the live-action Mulan.
Yeah.
There are parts of it where, as a Western viewer, it's weird. You're like, what? Really? That's stupid.
It's just a bad movie in
But
general.
I bet the dialogue in Chinese is way more interesting.
Probably.
And it probably makes sense why we're doing what we're doing, but here in America, it was just nonsense.
I think the first one I always think of is the Transformers movies.
Yes.
They got.
So the first one, he wasn't really trying to get to do the overseas market. It just kind of worked out, and because of that, they got a Chinese backer. You can see that in I think it's the third one.
Which one had Marky Mark in it?
It's the fourth one.
Yeah.
Fourth and fifth, but yeah, the fourth one, Extinction.
Yeah.
That one, the Dinobots show up,
Yeah.
right? And at the end, there's this giant CGI battle in China for no reason.
Yep.
That's because it was funded by a Chinese production company.
Can we bounce back to Simu Liu real quick?
Yeah, I got way off topic, sorry.
I found out today that apparently sometime earlier in his career, he did a lot of like stock footage.
Oh, you've never
photos.
seen these?
And someone compiled an entire Twitter thread of all of the stock photos they could find with him in them. And they're hilariously bad, and it's weird looking at him going, that's a Marvel hero now. And people have started editing over them. Like, there's one where he's, like, doing yoga, and someone just, like, crappily edited the rings on his arms.
Did you see the computer one?
No.
Where he's looking at a computer and he's got, like, two white people next to him. But they're, like, laughing and smiling at the computer. And it's... The meme was laughing at everyone who said Shang-Chi would not be successful.
Yeah. I have seen that picture. I didn't... I thought he just took the picture.
Yeah. No, these are all stock photos that he did earlier. It's pretty funny.
That's fun. I like that a lot.
He did a really good job in that movie.
He was great. Aquafina was surprisingly very fun. I don't like her comedy usually. I had a lot of fun with her in this one.
She annoys me sometimes.
I think her live performances are where she gets the most annoying, because I feel like she tends to go off on, like, weird tangents a lot.
Is she a comedian?
Isn't she?
I thought she was a pop star.
No. You thought she was a pop star? She's a comedian.
Whoa. I thought I knew comedians. Okay. Tune in next week when I actually educate myself.
We will have a nice, lovely conversation about Aquafina.
Yeah, it's coming.
Why do you think she always gets cast in comedic roles?
I mean, I thought she had that beat, you know.
I'm sure. I understand.
Not everyone who does comedic roles does comedy.
I suppose so.
So, okay.
Alright.
Anyways, on to the next thing. We actually had to go to the theaters to see Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
Yes.
It was our first time back in the theaters since Sonic.
Sonic the movie which was a good last movie to watch before the pandemic hit.
Oh, man.
God, that was such a good one. I can't wait for the second one.
That's going to be fun. We'll talk about it when it comes closer. Right now, all we know is main cast is back, plus Knuckles will be...
Idris Elba! Yeah! I can think of no one more perfect to voice Knuckles.
And does Knuckles have a rival?
Sonic.
Oh. I was hoping there was, like, some other, like, bad guy Knuckles, and I was like, make him John Cena.
Like like how there's Shadow to Sonic.
Yeah.
Well, technically...
Yeah. See, now you're thinking about it.
Well, I know the Sonic lore, but they're not going to bring in Tikal, and she's less a rival and more just an adversary. But they're on the same side. They have different ideals, and she's a girl, so she couldn't be John Cena. There's I think her name was Lucy Liu, but she's also a girl, so she couldn't be John Cena.
Okay. Yeah. If you guys haven't been back to the theater, they're kind of the same. Yet very vacant.
Yeah, which I kind of appreciated.
But even the employees look like zombies.
What day did we go to see it, though?
We saw it Sunday morning.
Yeah, so there might be a reason why
11:20, people should be awake, okay?
There might be a reason why the employees didn't look super thrilled to be there.
But, yeah, like, there were concession stands that were completely closed and blocked off. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was creepy.
No, I'm willing to bet half their theaters probably weren't even open, honestly.
Yeah.
Which, you know, in this era right now, that's fine. I'm fine with that. I didn't even like the fact that we ended up sitting, like, in the group of people.
There was only one group. There's like, what, 20 to 25 people.
Yeah,
and we all sat in the same fucking area.
And I was like, yeah. Pick a spot that's like far away from them.
I like to be closer to the screen. We ended up going backwards.
We were both equally stupid. We were looking at the seat thing. We both were like, yes, this is the spot that's closer to the screen. And we were backwards.
Maybe we're just theater nerds at some point, thinking that you would show it from the theater standpoint. Like
from stage?
Yeah.
I guess, but I never think of that, because I was never on stage.
Whenever you're buying tickets for, like, stadium things, you know, arena concerts, comedy and stuff.
Does it work that way?
Yeah, it shows you from the stage view.
Oh, I don't go to things.
That makes sense. Why wouldn't Harkins do it like that? I don't know. I don't know if anybody else, if AMC or somebody else does it like that. We haven't been to theaters too much, but it's interesting. They're coming back. A lot of new movies are going to do this, and because Shang-Chi did so well, Marvel and Disney are super excited. They've announced that they're going to do the Eternals.
Yeah,
strictly theatrical release.
Really?
Yes.
Because I was about to say, I really like the thing Shang-Chi is doing, where it's like, I think 40 days in theaters?
45 days.
And then on demand, which I think that's, because, like, let's be honest, after 45 days, if you haven't seen it, then you weren't going to go to theaters to see it anyway. And then, yeah, just put it on demand as soon as possible. I remember back when we were kids, when you saw a movie in theaters, it would take like a year.
Coming to DVD and VHS.
It was VHSs. It would take like a year to get it on VHS.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff you gotta make.
Well, and also like it's a process, but now, literally, you could just put it on demand the week after. And I think that'd be not only just a great way to get your movies out there, but you would probably make way more money that way.
Yeah. This also gave Sony a huge lift, and they're so excited. We were talking about Venom last week and how there was a rumor it might get pushed back. Sony's so excited that they pushed Venom forward, and it now comes out October 8th.
They've been shuffling this movie around so much, I can't keep track.
Early October this year.
I guess that's a fine month for Venom, but I have low expectations for this movie.
Yeah. I don't think anyone really wants to see it.
PG-13 again, man.
Yeah, whatever.
Let's talk about the Eternals instead.
Another thing, we were talking a lot about Spider-Man last week, and I thought it was funny that Andrew Garfield has been harassed so much, he's had to go on air to state clearly he is not part of this film.
Or at least he can't talk about it. I don't know why people ask these...
It's a DNA?
NDA.
NDA.
Non-disclosure agreement. Yeah, like, I don't know why people bother, like, hey, are you gonna be in the next, Iron Man movie, or whatever the fuck? Because, like, if they are, they've signed NDAs. They can get fired or sued if they reveal anything. So don't, like, harass actors. Like, are you gonna be in Spider-Man? You'll find out when everyone else does. Jeez.
Yeah, it's all part of the marketing. Another thing is the Walking Dead final season. We were trashing on it, and apparently everyone else is trashing on it. It is, like, people say it's so bad it's unbearable to watch.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it just, like, slow and boring?
It's just not there.
Damn. They just lost the characters.
Well, they have these actors in there playing these characters, and they've been playing them for a long time. Like, one of the big issues was Negan, Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Great actor. Fantastic
and
actor.
Maggie, I can't remember her actress's name.
Also a very good actress.
But those two characters, they have a shared story from the past because of what happened to Glenn. If you don't know, look it up.
It's like, fucking 5 years old by now. Spoilers.
But yeah, apparently they were going to have this fight and kill each other, but it didn't work out, and everyone freaked out over it behind the scenes. And then whatever they actually created was so unsatisfying to the audience, and nothing worked there.
Damn. I feel like the writing has been going down steadily every single season.
Again, that's what happens when you kill off your main character.
Well, I felt like it was even going, like, after season 5, I was really waning in interest because they were just missing all the things that I initially found so exciting about The Walking Dead. And it's just a shame. It's just a shame. I don't know if it's like a production thing or the writers just bit off more than they could chew or whatever it is, but it's a bummer. But I also think it shouldn't have been this long to begin with.
Yeah. Let this go on the record. I just want people listening to know I am a Walking Dead fan. My favorite season is 4. And my favorite episode is in season 4, and it's called Yellow Flowers.
No.
It is so sad.
No.
And that's when the show was so amazing. It's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Where you do cry at the end of the episode because it's just horrific. And it has not captured these emotions since. So.
I think the issue is they're missing the fun element of zombies. Like, we're dealing with zombies, and they feel like no more of a threat than mosquitoes nowadays. Oh, honey, did you set out the zombie traps? Oh, don't worry, I'll get to it. Like, they seem more bothered with the people now. And now it's just a shitty post-apocalyptic war-themed show about factions of people fighting each other, and then occasionally there's a zombie in the background. If you get killed by zombies now, it's super lame.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many video games that just teach you how to kill zombies.
Yeah.
There's so much content out there. And it's hard to believe that a person in this day and age would actually die from a zombie.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Just saying.
Okay. Anyways. The last update, we talked about Activision Blizzard and Ubisoft going through investigations for sexual harassment, misconduct, all sorts of fun stuff. There has been no update. It's a legal battle, so it'll take a while.
Yeah.
So that was it for the update. Now let's talk about new shit.
Oh, that's what that is. Oh.
Okay, Thursday, September
9th? 9th.
No, today's the 9th.
No, today's the 10th.
It's September 9th. The PlayStation Showcase. Okay.
Yeah.
Fun, not as good as last year.
No.
Oh my god, last year made me cry. As I mentioned, I'm a Resident Evil fan. When they debuted The Village, I couldn't believe it.
There was a couple of times during this showcase that I was like, is that Resident Evil? And then it never was.
Oh my. Rainbow Six, go to hell.
Oh, with the helicopters, and I'm like, is that a BSA helicopter?
Right? Well, who's Rainbow Squad?
And I'm like, oh, it's just Rainbow Six?
Oh, we're killing the infected.
Rainbow Six Zombie, or Alien Edition.
Yeah, okay. So, there's a few games to talk about. Knights of the Old Republic, Star Wars. Never played it. It was too old when I got old.
Mm-mm.
And now they're going to remake it. I'll check it out. But I know a lot of fans were always excited. They've always been talking about a remake or a remastered edition for years.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're finally getting it. So I'm very happy for them.
I imagine this is the equivalent to us getting Pokemon Snap sequel, but for Star Wars fans.
Maybe. Perhaps.
Perhaps.
Okay. And then Marvel has 3 games coming out.
Yeah, very ambitious, Marvel.
2 exclusively just for the PlayStation, for Sony.
Damn right.
Spider-Man 2 picking up where we left off in the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Fun game, great characters.
This one, I wonder if this one's going to be multiplayer.
Because Miles and Peter are in it.
Do you think you're fighting Venom, or do you fight with Venom?
Well, that was my... Well, if you look at it, it's the white spider with the black background.
Mm-hmm.
That's the official artwork for it. It says Spider-Man 2. That's the symbiote suit.
Yeah. Because it's not Miles' suit. Miles has red with it.
Yeah, he's red and black. I know. Hopefully that doesn't get too confusing, because I was like, this could get weird.
No, life is pretty easy to keep track of, I feel like.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess one shocks you.
One is also like 7 feet tall and built like John Cena, and the other one is a skinny, acrobatic boy.
Okay, was it The Adventures of Spider-Man? No.
Yes, the animated one?
Yeah, with
when he was
Sam Riegel.
Yeah, I don't remember what that one was called.
Okay, the 90s Spider-Man show that I watched as a kid. For some reason, I can't remember the official title.
I think it was called The Adventures of Spider-Man.
If you look at the way they drew his Peter Parker and Spider-Man,
mm-hmm.
specifically his Peter Parker, that guy is built.
Yeah, I mean, if you're crawling
his
on
shoulders,
walls all day.
How does he fit through doorways? How does no one go, hey?
But that was like just the style back then.
Isn't that weird though? Because every Spider-Man is typically tiny.
Yeah, they really lean in on the acrobat kind of thing.
Kind of like the next game, we only saw a cutscene or pre-rendered cutscene.
Really quick one.
Wolverine.
Yeah.
Which I called like right off the bat. I was like, Wolverine?
Once you see a dude in plaid sitting at a bar
with everyone dying. But Wolverine,
You go ahead.
He was casted as Hugh Jackman, but his comic book counterpart, he's actually like 5'2", and he's a little tiny angry guy.
Wolverines are small badger-like critters.
Yeah,
like
he's not some ripped Australian stud, okay?
But if we wanted him to be, I don't see a reason why he can't be a ripped Australian stud.
Okay.
Hugh Jackman did a really good job.
Okay, you should watch Reminiscence. It's really good.
Oh.
What were you gonna say?
I wonder if they're gonna lean in heavily on making him look like Hugh Jackman in this game. Because I was thinking about the Guardians game that's coming out.
That's the third game,
and
not exclusive for Sony. Everybody pretty much gets it.
Everyone looks really similar to their Marvel movie counterparts, with the exception of Gamora has her short hair and a different outfit, obviously.
She also has cool black mascara all over her face.
Yeah, or whatever that is. And then Quill just looks completely different. He looks nothing like...
I love his haircut.
I mean, it's very Troy Baker-esque. Isn't he voiced by Troy Baker?
I don't know. I don't know the voice cast of this one.
If maybe Rocket's Troy. We'll see. But yeah, like, just Quill is the only one who doesn't look anything like their movie counterpart.
Is Bradley D. Baker Groot? Okay, if you don't know, it's a joke.
He could be Rocket. You know what I found out today about D. Bradley Baker with The Legend of Korra?
What?
He voiced Tarlok, the bad guy from the first season.
Oh, that's him?
Yeah. Crazy.
So he doesn't just do animals.
He got to voice a real character.
Yeah, he voiced a pretty scary guy.
He did a really good one.
Okay. God of War Ragnarok. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
God, I've been playing that since it began.
The boy simulator.
It's no, I love that game. Mm-hmm. Incredibly violent, really fun. Kratos, I actually really like.
Gripping story.
God, he's such a cool guy, and I can't wait to see this. They said it is officially the end of the Norse era,
which I'm really glad they're not dragging it out into an arbitrary. What is it? What's the word?
Trilogy?
Yes, I thought threequel.
So the original God of War is not actually a trilogy. There's 4 of them.
Yeah, because, yeah.
But yeah, there's a ton of side games, and they really overdid it with Greek mythos.
I'm just saying, like, usually games nowadays, it's like, yeah, we're gonna have one to see if people like it, and then if they do, we're gonna make 2 more. It's like, you tell the story in the amount it needs to be told.
Hopefully they go to Egypt next.
That's what I was hoping. Egypt and or Japan, because I think both would be cool.
Okay.
But I think
it'd be weird to see Kratos wearing one of those farmer hats.
Yeah, maybe.
You'd look at the katana and be like, this is a toothpick.
Yeah, maybe. But that'd be a fun challenge. The big dude versus, like, the speedy little ninja kind of people. Like, that'd be fun.
Okay, there would be samurai.
I mean, you could have both.
Okay.
We're in the realm of fantasy. You have a talking head on your hip.
This isn't historically accurate? Forspoken?
Oh, yeah, that one.
They showed us gameplay. It does not look like it's done yet.
No, God, no.
I thought it was our internet connection. I looked it up. Other people were having that same, like...
Grainy.
It's grainy, and you can see some clipping, and you can see it's still struggling to process everything that's happening at the same moment.
I think the most surprising thing was, like, the facial animation and, like, the clothing animation, or her hair and stuff, was surprisingly sloppy for being a big focus point of that trailer.
Well, they were showing her, like, she somehow, like, blasts off in the air like she has a jetpack or something. Mm-hmm. But she doesn't. She's just got magical powers.
Magic or whatever.
Yeah. Project Eve. I've been seeing rumors about this. This is an old project that was rumored to be around.
Oh, this is the one that I thought it was Bayonetta.
Yeah. Okay,
she looks a lot like Bayonetta.
I'm not...
back.
I'm not too sure what that game is, but I gotta tell you, there's one thing that stood out to me in that trailer. Her ass.
They really wanted you to see
God, that was the only thing you were allowed to see.
Let's put her in, like, a mint green outfit.
Yep.
And then shove her ass in your face the entire time. Hey, if you aren't a heterosexual man or just interested in women's asses in general, this PlayStation Direct isn't for you.
No.
We're gonna start off with the ass.
God, I hope it's better than that. But again, I don't know too much about it. I'm just surprised it exists. And they never gave us release dates, really, for any of these.
Oh, they didn't, huh?
I mean, they said Wolverine is 2023, along with Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, they gave years, but not, like...
Ragnarok is next year.
Mm-hmm.
Guardians is this year.
Really soon this year, isn't it? Like November, December?
October.
Really?
Yeah, next month. The next game is Ghostwire Tokyo.
Which I feel like we've been waiting for forever to get.
They keep delaying it. I think the game's already been done. It's by a company called Tango. Tango is known for making 2 other games before this. The Evil Within.
Woo!
And The Evil Within 2.
Woohoo!
Very fun survival horror.
I didn't see much of Evil Within, but I watched you go through all of Evil Within 2, and I enjoyed it a lot. I was very hooked on the story.
So, Tango is created by a game director, Shinji Mikami? Shinji Mikami?
I'm 99% sure you're not pronouncing that right. We
trying.
can call him Shinji, though.
Yeah, okay. So Shinji did a lot of work with Capcom for Resident Evil, and he brought a lot of that over to Evil Within. He's not directing this game.
Oh, he's not?
He's an executive producer. He hasn't directed a game since the first Evil Within. He didn't even direct the second one. He's really just kind of that big brain guy.
Well...
Which is fun.
That's fine. Yeah.
We're going to see elements of horror in this.
I'm excited.
It's a first-person ghost fighter.
I'm excited to see the different types of ghosts. Because I'm sure a lot of them are going to be based off of actual, like, Japanese horror stories and or yokai. And from the trailers, it mostly just looks like a ghost runs at you, but sometimes they wear different Japanese clothing. This one's in a school uniform. This one's in a female school uniform. Whoa, ah.
There were other games shown off in here. I didn't put them on the list because either I didn't know much about them or I just didn't care. Rainbow Six. I mean, that just happened to pop up. I didn't even write that down.
That's just yawn.
But one thing that did drive me insane was Uncharted 4 and its DLC standalone piece getting remastered for the PS5, and GTA 5 getting remastered for the PS5. These are old games. Stop it.
I really don't want them to become Skyrim.
Just give us a new Uncharted.
Exactly.
Or finish that damn movie.
Just make GTA. It's been years since GTA 5 came out.
Do you remember when we were at Best Buy and we were looking at footage of GTA 6?
No.
You don't remember that? Mm-mm. We were. It was a first person driving around.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was weird. I was confused it was first person.
Yeah, it was crazy. But I've never seen anything like that since. I don't know how many other people saw this demo.
Or, yeah.
If just go to a Best Buy, go into the TV section. It might be playing.
Stand around for a while. It's been a while, though. So.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe this year at E3?
Alan Wake is getting... I don't know.
Another old game, exclusive for Xbox. It's been, what, almost a decade? Over a decade.
It's been so long. I literally don't know.
It's too little, too late.
Yeah.
I'm not.
It's not this thing where it's like... Because they were able to remaster, like, Spyro and Crash and stuff like that, and they're like, oh, it worked. It's like, yeah, but that came out on, like, the PlayStation 1, and those were beloved classics. Now it's like, hey, this game that came out like 3 years ago, it's back on your current console because we refuse to do backwards compatibility for this exact reason.
Yep. So.
Before we get off of the PlayStation Showcase, there was one thing I wanted to talk about.
Go ahead.
So there was one very cute sort of like 2D, cartoony looking. It wasn't 2D, but it was very cartoony looking. It was a little girl on an island. I don't remember what it was called. It looked cute and fine. But at the end of their showcase, they had, like, a dude, like, doing a sick rap and dropping those beats and being all cool and talking about cool shit. And then it's, like, fast, epic clips of everything we just watched. And it's, like, someone driving a car for Forza, Alan Wake, whipping around in the woods, someone with an axe, someone with a machete, and then there's a little girl with a slingshot. And it's, like, just when he dropped the bass when we saw that. And I was like,
Okay, I caught that too. I tried to ignore it because I was like, okay, some intern got thrown this assignment, and his boss was like, look, I'll fire you, and you'll never get a job in this industry if you don't add at least 4 fucking seconds of this goddamn game.
Where do I put it? It doesn't fit anywhere.
I love when Wolverine's claws come out and the bass drops, but like, how do we put this like PG game with cute little bubbly cartoon next to it?
She's not even like hitting a monster with her sling. It's like a pot that's sitting still.
Yeah.
3 inches away from her.
Yeah, and the whole thing ends with Kratos walking in and he's talking to I can't remember his name. Mimir.
Mimir. He's cool.
He's great. Yeah. That was just a weird little happening.
I was like, all right.
It's there. Okay, now let's talk about James Bond. There's some interesting stuff here.
Oh, yeah?
James Bond. This will be Bond 25. They're also known by their titles. So this one is No Time to Die. It'll be the 5th and final outing of Daniel Craig.
Honestly, it's been a long time.
Yep, I was in high school when he did Casino Royale. So it's been over 10 years.
It's been a long time of Daniel Craig.
Yeah. Well, the movies don't come out that often.
True,
and
but I thought
Spectre was supposed to be the last one.
Yeah, that's the thing. I thought that was supposed to be the last one.
It's not a good story.
Yeah.
They left a lot of loose ends, and that's why this one has to exist.
I will debate there are a lot of James Bonds that aren't really good stories. Not all of them, but there are a lot out there, specifically the older ones. You know who I'm talking about.
Just be happy that this podcast isn't that popular, because the hate mail that you would just get is...
I like James Bond, but let's be honest, not all those stories work. You know, you can like Sherlock Holmes, but not all of his mysteries were thrilling.
Okay. So, they announced the runtime of this one. No Time to Die will run for 166 minutes. That's almost 3 hours. It is the longest Bond film of existence.
Oh, man. Man, I remember when...
These movies are getting longer and longer.
Remember when people were like, oh my god, Lord of the Rings is so long. It's like 3 hours. Now, 3 hours? People are pushing that to be the average now.
It's the new Hershey Kisses.
I don't want that. Like, that 4-hour long Justice League movie?
Amazing.
It was that's someone's work shift. That's too damn long.
At least they have something to watch. Anyways, another thing that happened to this James Bond was it was supposed to come out in November 2019.
Yeah.
And that was when the virus was unleashed, but it hadn't reached America as we knew at the time.
Yeah.
It was already here. They moved it to February 2020.
Why?
Lockdown. Well, why did they do that?
Was something else releasing at that time?
Yeah, they wanted to...
Or did they have to do, like, reshoots and shit?
One of the big things that MGM, who put in the money, they own the rights. They just got bought out by another company.
Really?
Yeah, MGM is now just a name.
Are they gonna have the lion still?
Yeah, it's part of the...
But, like, I don't know, Fox...
That image is, like, over 100 years old.
I guess, but...
You're not just gonna throw that away because you bought it.
I suppose so.
Yeah, I bought McDonald's, just renamed them Jimmy's.
Just got rid of all them arches.
Yep, get the arches out of here,
no
man.
one wants to see those.
Come on. Building bridges, not arches. We'll call them Mac Jimmy's.
Jim Nuggies.
Jim Nuggies.
So we got pushed to February 2020.
February 2020. One of the things is they're trying to find a perfect slot to not only bring in the most money, right? Money is everything these guys think about.
Yep.
But also Oscars.
Yeah.
We're going to talk more about it pretty quick here.
Ugh.
Don't get mad at me.
This is
what happens when you leave me to write these.
The Oscars is just such a bore.
Oh, we're going to have so much fun in Oscar season.
I know.
And right now we're about to dive in. And so February 2020, that was their second date. Pandemic started happening. It wasn't working out. And April 2020, because they thought it was going to blow over.
Hey, this pandemic, it'll only be like a month.
Remember, we were supposed to enjoy summer 2020?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I enjoyed it indoors.
Yeah, it was nice getting to be in the AC all the time.
Now, obviously, over the summer, it would have gone away, so they made a November 2020 release.
Yes, not just brilliant, except...
And the virus got even stronger. Nothing was open. There was no Halloween.
Yeah, there wasn't. So. I was sad.
So, finally, they decided October this year. We're finally gonna get it.
About damn time. This is the thing, I can't help but shake this feeling of New Mutants, where it's like, it's been done and just sitting in some, like, executive's warehouse somewhere, waiting to be shown. And, like, honestly, I worry it's gonna feel outdated. But James Bond is kind of, like, timeless, so I don't think it's something we need to fret about.
The thing with New Mutants was it was so badly done.
Yeah.
And producers were killing each other over it. There's multiple cuts. The director had it stripped away from him. I mean, that movie took 3 or 4 years to see the living daylight.
Just also bad casting choices.
That's a Bond reference. It's the name of a Bond movie.
Boo. Boo.
Aw, Sammy.
New Mutants just had bad casting choices. Also, like... We can't just turn this podcast into talking about New Mutants.
So, no, the reason why Bond hasn't been shown isn't because it's a complete trash and people are fighting over it. Mm-hmm. It's because they're trying to make their money back. I probably should have mentioned this earlier. Before MGM got bought out, they were hemorrhaging.
Yeah.
And this movie was their last attempt to come back to life. Amazon bought them.
Amazon bought MGM?
Yeah, Amazon owns MGM.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, so I think Amazon owns James Bond now. Yeah, think about that.
James Bond, the delivery guy.
Maybe that'll help their commercials. Jesus. Anyways, Now that Daniel Craig's almost done, there's been an obsession for the last 2 years
Yep.
of who's going to be the next Bond. I don't ever remember there being an obsession over who the next Bond would be. But then again, I was only like 13, 14 when we got
also,
Daniel Craig.
So who was Bond before Daniel Craig? It was Sean Connery, right?
Oh, God, no.
There was someone in between them? Oh, was
Many.
he? Really?
There's many Bonds in between them.
I don't remember any of those.
Pierce Brosnan.
Pierce Brosnan. Nah. Did those movies do remarkably well or anything?
Yeah, they're big action flicks.
But I would argue, like...
They're 90s films, I mean...
Daniel Craig really shook the boat with his Bond movies.
The thing about Daniel Craig's Bond is he's more of an assassin, a hitman-esque character, while the other Bonds are more like ladies' men.
Yeah.
Daniel Craig's will have his moments, but he'll kill you. He hunts you down and kills you.
He was a breath of new life in this series. Also, when did his first movie come out for Daniel Craig as James Bond?
Casino Royale came out in 2006.
Yeah, it was like over 10 years, but where there was no Bond movies happening, basically. Right?
What? No.
No?
No.
When was the previous James Bond movie? Before that one?
2008, Quantum of Solace, the second one. 2000...
No, I mean before Daniel Craig.
Oh, I don't know.
See, that's the thing.
I never cared about James Bond until Daniel Craig.
Exactly.
That was my first real Bond. I went to the movies with my dad, and I was like, wow, what is this? That opening scene where he's doing the free running.
Yeah.
And
that was fun.
It's so cool. And like they have him dead to rights, and he blows up this gas canister, and they all duck, and then when they get up, he's gone.
The special effects were really good now, so we could that's the thing. People care so much about.
No. The thing is, there's barely any CGI in that.
Yeah, the practical.
That's all practical. Yeah. Those guys are really running up those goddamn holes. I mean, it's crazy. That one guy he's chasing, he really does that for a living. He's a stunt actor.
Yep. That's why people care so much about who could replace this. It was like
So the polls
after Ocarina of Time dropped, what could Zelda possibly do next? How could you top this? What's the follow-up?
Well, we need a breath of fresh air.
No, I'd rather go back to Twilight.
Oh, that puts winds in my sails.
Ah!
Right now they're saying Tom Hardy.
No.
There's been big excitement for your boy.
Idris Elba.
Yep.
Yeah.
And God, who plays Loki? Tom Hiddleston.
He could do it.
He said
he'd be too old by now.
He said he got denied because he was too skinny.
What? Daniel Craig is a beanpole, though.
No, he's not.
Also, Loki's like not Loki. Tom Hiddleston. He's like buffed out a little bit.
Okay.
I remember in the first, in Avengers, Loki was itty bitty.
I don't care who the next Bond is because we haven't seen No Time to Die. I want to go see that.
I'd rather, rather than sit here and speculate endlessly, I'd rather just wait to see who gets cast and then judge them rather, based on their performance, rather than going, oh, but if it was Idris Elba, it would have been...
We probably won't see another Bond for 5 years.
That's exactly what I was going to say. But
they do take a while.
Amazon is going to be like, nah, make a new Bond now.
Man, you're scaring me. You make me think of that Lord of the Rings series they're working on.
Oh,
God, what a nightmare. Maybe I'll do a special on that. But, okay, Matrix trailer for Matrix Resurrections.
I didn't watch
Revolution was the second one.
I didn't bother watching it. I don't...
Was it the third one?
I don't care much about the Matrix movies. I'm gonna be honest, I never watched the second or third ones. I watched reviews for them and they looked dumb.
Well, they brought back Keanu as Neo.
Yep.
It looks almost like a reboot. I don't like Matrix. The first one's okay, but God, those two...
I like Animatrix.
I never watched it.
I think it has really, really cool ideas. There's one, this one's probably my favorite, where there's a runner, a sprinter, and he's like the fastest in the world, and he keeps trying to like break his own record. And eventually he runs so hard he ends up jerking himself awake out of his Matrix tube. And they put him back under and everything. And then he just lives his life as a runner, just going, did I see what I actually saw that day? Did I just pass out and have a weird hallucination, or is that what I actually saw? And I think that's the kind of like stories Animatrix covers. Really short stories like that.
Okay. I think they brought back the Matrix because they're running out of ideas.
Yeah.
They brought back Keanu because he's killing it with John Wick.
He is.
Literally.
Get it?
Yeah. Okay. And they just keep making more and more John Wicks.
They should stop.
I know. I said stop the John Wick.
That third one was so boring.
I can't wait for 4 and 5.
No, stop. You took a cool idea and you overdid it and you ruined it. Like all big budget movies. Hey, this first one did okay. Let's just ruin it.
Okay. When we were in the theaters watching Shang-Chi,
Yeah.
I say it different every time.
Yeah.
Can someone like count how many times I say it differently?
Just take a shot every time we change the way
No,
we
don't do that.
No drinking. Take a shot of your delicious coffee beverage you're drinking.
Yep. I'll see you in the bathroom.
I finished mine.
Oh, do we need more?
No.
Do you want some of mine?
No.
Okay.
Not your dirt coffee.
Okay. It is pretty late at night.
It is.
So when we were watching it, there's trailers.
Mm-hmm.
There's always trailers. They can be fun. But we saw one of the lamest trailers.
Oh, boy.
And if you are excited for this film, you probably want to skip over, the next 20 minutes, because I'm going to shred it. And it is called Dear Evan Hansen, which apparently is a Broadway play.
Really?
It was a famous play. People really do like this story.
Wow.
And Evan Hansen is the main character. Evan Hansen will be played by
some 40-year-old. He looks so old for supposing to be like a teenager.
There we go. Ben Platt.
Ben
Now, Ben Platt played Evan Hansen for the Broadway when he was at that age. He is now 10 years older than a high school student in his senior year. He's almost in his 30s. That's why he looks so out of place.
I was confused when the trailers.
Everyone else is like a teenager, and this is like a
40-year-old.
a stunted growth adult.
I was so confused. I'm like, does this take place in college? He's living on his own. And he's in college, and as the trailer kept going, I'm like, was he living with his parents in college? I'm like, wait, is this supposed to be some kid or something? Why would you not? We have technology. You could put makeup on him, or just cast someone else.
Now, the plot that they show us the trailer, already there are problems. I mean, they're just ethical problems in there. Moral problems?
There's one thing to have a character that's flawed or facing a difficult dilemma, even a moral dilemma. There's another when your character is almost completely irredeemable with the actions they're taking.
It's disgusting.
It's you can't do that. Can't do that.
I can't imagine any great outcome.
This is literally the story of the villain. And we're supposed to, bat our eyes and clutch our pearls.
He's literally capitalizing off some kid's suicide.
Yeah. And,
what kind of story is that?
And we're supposed to root for this fucker?
So, Evan has problems, and in order to deal with his problems, like every great Broadway play, we gotta sing about it.
Yep.
So, from the same people who brought us Perks for Being a Wallflower, The Greatest Showman, and wrote the music for La La Land,
no.
And the winner is... they did this one. Now, if you listen when Ben is singing, it is super auto-tuned.
I was confused. I couldn't believe that's what they were doing. Because, the music is playing, and he's standing there, and he's mouthing the words to the song.
But he's not in sync.
I thought what was supposed to be happening is he's just, in universe, I thought he was just saying these words, but we were getting them through a musical lens. And then I realized, no, he's supposed to be singing. But wow, that looked bad.
So, early reviewers have seen it, and they're just like, this is trash.
Mm-hmm.
But here, remember I said we're going to talk about the Oscars?
Yep.
This is Oscar bait.
If it wins anything.
Because look at the other 3 films that these guys have worked on.
Yep.
Perks of Being a Wallflower. I don't think it got nominated, but it has a huge following.
Mm-hmm.
The Greatest Showman.
Huge.
Won awards.
Why do you say it like that? Showman?
Showman?
Showman.
But it's an A.
But
It's Showman.
but no, he's not he's not Spider-Man. He's a showman.
It's Spider-Boy, okay?
You have showmanship.
Well, make the A an E next time,
Yeah.
okay?
Yep.
Where was I going?
Oscar bait.
Yeah, La La Land, also huge winner. They do this from time to time, actually every year. When it's towards the end of the year, almost Christmas time, and a little bit into January and early February, they'll release all these films that are artistic,
These schlocky, like,
very pretentious.
Lifetime movie-esque.
Yeah, and what they're doing is they're trying to get nominations so they can win that award.
Yeah.
It's a popularity contest.
That's why all the good movies that you know about, like 90% of the Marvel movies or Lord of the Rings, they don't win awards.
Superhero films aren't true cinema.
And if it's an animated movie, it doesn't matter if it's an animated horror, an animated adventure, an animated anything. It's all one category of animated.
And it better fucking be Pixar.
Yep, it's always Pixar, because that one made the old white people cry. Fuck
Okay.
your artistic styles. That one is the one my kids told me about.
So for now, we're done with Evan. We'll come back later to destroy him some other day.
Just you wait, Evan Hansen.
I hope not. I really don't want to keep covering this
Yeah.
story. I just wanted to bring it up because it bothered me. Great, fantastic news. I can't be more excited. Apple Plus
Okay.
is expanding their library, and they ordered a whole brand new series for Yo Gabba Gabba.
Why?
I don't know, but they're bringing this damn thing back.
Yo Gabba Gabba?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, the original was so successful.
Was it?
I remember people talking about. I was too old for it. I never watched it.
Like, it's not like... No, man. I can't even... My brain doesn't even make an image for Yo Gabba Gabba. It's just the name.
It sells toys, so suck it up.
Sure will.
Okay, here we go. Pokemon news.
Yeah, it's Pokemon time.
Sorry, I spiked that.
It's the peas. I should get a pop filter, really.
The pop filter.
That's why they call it that.
I know. And a dead cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one was when you don't know what a dead cat is, and someone just says that casually in class, and you have like a mega heart attack. Like, why? Why would you?
I love when you can see it just kind of sticking out of the bag, and you go, "Give me that dead cat."
Yeah.
Your imagination goes off, but
lot
it's a
of-
big fuzzy filter that goes over a mic. It looks like a dead cat.
They called it that for a reason. I love how a lot of film terms sound real sketchy at a contest. Like, hey, I'm gonna go shooting at the park later.
Did you get your shots in? Oh yeah, man, really good ones too.
Are they a hunter or film student?
Well, if you just watch them, it's just as creepy.
Depending on how much plaid they're wearing, you can figure out the answer.
That was my stomach. Sorry.
That was your stomach?
That was my stomach.
I literally thought that was a car.
No.
I thought that was like a car driving really quickly down the road.
I got this stomach issue where it's very loud. I heard this weird ticking earlier, and I turned and there's nothing there. It's just a corner, and then I hear this. And my body just makes these noises, and it's like, what is happening?
My stomach made mine doesn't get loud often, but when it does, it makes like alien sounds. Like I get concerned. It's like what the hell? I'm not even hungry.
So Pokemon news.
Yeah.
Back to Niantic. They've done nothing since any fiasco or debate with them.
Yep.
But they have started up their new event. You can get Hoopa now, which is way easier than they made it sound.
Yeah.
Or how I broadcasted it last week.
Super easy.
Yeah, I already have one.
You know, this is supposed to be a psychic event. I have not seen a great influx in
So-
psychic types.
This week, well, this past week, since this podcast will drop, Inkay has come out.
Yes.
And you can evolve him. And then next week, the
Wait,
fashion.
aren't people having issues with evolving Inkay? Weren't you telling me that this morning?
Yeah, so some people's phones aren't registered. In order to evolve Inkay, you need 50 candies, Inkay candies, and you need to flip your phone upside down. This is a reference to the DS X and Y.
Yeah, that's how you would flip your 3DS upside down.
Yes, as dumb as it sounds, it actually worked.
Is a cute idea, but how is anyone... If you couldn't look that up on the internet, no one is going to figure that out.
Yeah.
Like, just make a flip stone. Just make a stupid fucking... We already have Thunderstones. Stop doing stupid gimmicky shit to make your Pokemon evolve.
We have Ice Stones now.
We do, and it doesn't evolve your Eevee into Glaceon.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
You need to be standing next to a certain icy pillar or something in the one section of the world.
No, in Sword and Shield.
No, that can't be right. No, you need to go find a specific place.
Yeah, that specific place
No.
is where you find all the
That's
stones.
not how it's supposed to work.
Yeah,
No.
a Leaf Stone to an Eevee can turn it into a Leafeon.
It will not do that.
A Dust
I
Stone
guarantee it.
to an Umbreon.
That will not do that.
Look it up.
You're lying.
Look it up.
It's because
If I'm lying, then I'm delusional.
I just evolved an Espeon in Sword, and I didn't need to slap a Sunstone on it or anything.
That's because it's Moonlight.
No.
Did you try Moonstone?
Moonlight? It's an Espeon!
Yeah.
It evolves in the day!
It's powered by the moon!
No, that's
Yes, it is.
Umbreon!
No.
Yes!
Whatever. I'm getting confused. This is stupid. I quit. Okay, I'm back. October Community Day was announced. Duskull, you already have a shiny.
I already have a shiny.
I'm excited. I get to have my shinies.
Ugh,
I love it.
lame.
But they're gearing up for Halloween, like they always do.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I
Oh boy.
I saw some speculation.
I'm hoping they release my favorite Pokemon in the world, Pumpkaboo and Gourgeist.
Yep, and that's they're on the picture. Well, Punkaboo is.
Mm-hmm.
What's the tree one?
Trevenant. Trevenant and... What is its pre-evolution? What is its pre-evolution?
I can see it too.
Yeah, it's very iconic.
Anyways,
know it.
those 4 Pokemon, and then somebody else threw in the idea of Zoroark. No, that's the legendary.
Zoroa? Like in Zoroark?
Yeah, from Gen 5.
Yeah, the ones that can transform.
They don't transform.
Yeah, they do. Didn't you ever watch that movie?
No.
Zoroark, it's made like a bunch of illusions, and its illusions were the legendary dogs, but they were shiny. No, transforming was its whole gimmick. And some people theorize N from Gen 5 is actually a Zoroark that learned how to speak English.
Yeah, I know this theory.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Netflix is the official license for Pokemon
Hasn't it been this way
in
for a
North
while?
America. Yes. In case people didn't know, you can get all your Pokemon stuff from Netflix. This is not a plugin. I'm just simply telling you, in order to get my fix, I have to own Netflix.
Yeah, and there's a few things Netflix... Netflix is good for a few things.
They were good for a while.
It has Avatar and Korra. Bringing it back around to that. It has Disenchantment. I haven't seen the 3rd season, but I liked the 1st season. 2nd season was alright.
Okay, so you were talking about Pokemon movies.
Yeah.
You can find Pokemon movies on Netflix. Not a plug.
Hashtag not sponsored.
God, sorry. I feel like I could keep that joke going and just run it dry.
Oh, I think it's dry already.
And just have the audience really know that I can just kill a joke if I needed to. But I think you guys got the gist of it. But the last Pokemon animated film I watched... Well, we watched a few, but those were older ones that I had already seen as a kid.
Yeah.
Heroes and Pokemon 3.
Yeah, we did watch the 3rd
Speaking
one.
of fake Entei. Anyways.
That's true, huh?
Yep. So, the last one I watched was Lucario and the Mystery of Mew.
No, was it?
That was the most recent one. Actually, I watched Hoopa.
What about Power of Us?
Stop. We're getting there. Oh my god.
Well, then you're just lying for the sake of your story.
I'm not lying.
You said the last
I'm
one you
telling
watched.
a good, decent story.
You said the last one you watched, and then you just go 5 behind the last one you actually watched.
I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Anyways, I stopped watching halfway through a Hoopa movie because, get it, he likes donuts because he has rings. And he can go through rings. Ha ha ha.
I've heard a lot of people say that Hoopa movie is really bad.
I watched it with my little brother.
Did he like it?
He was in grade school at the time, and we both could not stand it.
Dang. If you can't sit through, as like an elementary kid and you can't sit through
Grade school is
Hoopa
also
movie,
elementary, if you didn't know.
Like, man, even like I watched Manaphy and I thought that one was boring.
I didn't watch that one.
It's boring.
I caught bits of it, like, you know, playing reruns on Cartoon Network.
It's very skippable.
Yeah. But I Choose You Pikachu, Pokemon movie 25?
Was it?
Yeah, I thought that was why they, like, rebooted it. I Choose You Pikachu.
Or was it 20? Because I thought this year was 20. Last year was 20.
No, movie 25.
Oh, the 25th movie?
Yeah, just like Bond 25.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Pokemon and James Bond have the same thing going.
Hand in hand.
Who knew?
Who knew?
Who fucking needed to know?
Pikachu is the
I
next
didn't.
James Bond.
And now I've come to this conclusion. Okay, so I Choose You Pikachu, which is the retelling of the first season, but with little twists and update into it. Very good.
Very cute. Very fun.
It's very, God, it's so nice to see it like that. Mm-hmm. The second one, The Power of Us.
Yeah.
Fun. Not that great. I feel like they could have done better, but it's still up there.
Yes, very enjoyable. Like, as far, like, the characters, really, you know.
They don't annoy me to the point where I walk away. I actually enjoy them.
Yeah.
So now, there's a third movie. It's already been released in Japan a while ago.
Yep, we've
and
been waiting.
It's called The Secrets of the Jungle.
That's
and
what it's called?
Yep. It'll come out on October 8th. So if you've been following me, that's Venom, James Bond, and Pokemon.
Yeah. Yep.
Unless I got all my dates wrong.
Like tomorrow, as you're working on editing the podcast, they're like, hey, we're pushing James Bond again, and we're moving Venom up.
Oh yeah, here's another thing. Last week I said I was going to insert things.
Yeah.
And I didn't.
Oops. Sorry.
It skipped my mind.
Listen, editing podcasts is one of the most boring things you can do.
It is, and I'm going to try better with this one. Here, I'm going to give you a fake thumbs up.
We'll see.
Okay, I'm going to try better. Also, the audio was a little off. I need to figure that out.
I hope it's better this time. We're figuring it out. Like we said, we started with technical issues.
Yeah.
And it's late. And we really ought to go to bed.
Yeah, badly. So, the new Pokemon movie, and as of today, we're recording this September 10th, 2021.
Yep.
We talked about Pokemon Journeys with Ash and Go.
Yeah.
They made a sequel series that is now out on Netflix. Pokemon Master's Journey. That's why I didn't want you to go.
That's why you told me.
Yep. Part one is here in America.
God, it's here?
Yep.
Oh, shit.
Yep. So, we get to get more Pokemon. I really enjoyed that show, and I'm excited to come back.
Yeah.
They're going to make the girl Chloe.
She's going to join their team?
Yeah, with her Yamper.
I think that's...
And they're going to all 8 continents.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Get that girl, like, because she is one of the most boring characters. Get her in the team so she can develop a little bit.
Yep.
Like, she has the potential. Just have her hang out with Ash and Go a little bit.
Oh, we're also going to explore the Crown Tundra at some point.
Neat.
Which is a DLC to Sword and Shield, if you didn't know. Oh, there's some weird legendaries going on there.
There's some weird legendary. That was my first time I felt like an old person. When they're like, here's Calyrex and the horses that are, like, whatever they do. And I was like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, and he can ride them?
Yeah, and I was like, what's happening with Pokemon? I'm out of the loop.
Oh, yeah, and I didn't write this down. What's the name of the legendary that's going to be in Secrets of the Jungle?
Oh, no.
Darude?
Zara.
No.
Darude. Is that?
Pretty sure he's a big monkey, dark grass type.
He's surprisingly feels really reminiscent of Gorilla Boom. Which is weird that they're in the same generation.
When they showed him off a few years ago, I was like, why would you do that?
Now I'm just like, give me my monkey. I want my
Yeah,
monkey.
there's another monkey, and it's now coming to America. You have till September 25th to register on Pokemon to get a email that will have a download code for him.
You all know this song
And-
and dance if you've been here long enough.
Yep. And Shiny Celebi in celebration of the movie coming to America.
Woo.
So,
Oh yeah, there's gonna be a shiny Celebi in this one,
Yeah.
isn't there? That was why Pokemon Go had that whole thing with Team Rocket.
So yeah, that was our podcast.
Yeah.
Coffee break.
Yeah.
Break. I'm still learning.
We're doing it. Look at us go. We're figuring it out.
Yeah. Thank you for listening.
I hope you enjoyed your coffee. Hope you had a nice little break
Yeah. See you guys next week.
with updates and other award-winning conversations that you can only find here at Coffee Break.
And next time I'll try to make sure that I am not this tired when recording.
Yeah. Maybe we should start recording sooner.
Yeah. Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye.